Hello everyone, welcome to Archer Learnings, and in this video we're going to see how to pass a dynamic variable into the selectors in UiPath Studio. And today we're going to see this particular topic. Before going to that, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please consider subscribing for more of these videos. And if you like this video, please give it a like. And if you have any other doubts how to pass a variable dynamically in UiPath Studio, please mention them in the comment section below. And now first let me show you this one. This is the links that I am going to use for this today's demo, and there are two different values here, Action Center and UiPath Assistant. Today I show you a small demo on how to use single click and click on these two links here, so that will sum up how to pass a dynamic variable in UiPath. So first let me assign a variable which contains both the values. Let me make it as links, and let me give there as action center comma UiPath assistant. So this is my variable, which is a comma separated value. Here it is, assistant, right? Assistant, action center and UiPath assistant. So I am going to click on those two links dynamically to show you how to pass a variable into the selector. So we will take another assign activity to split these two links, and we will make that as single link, another variable which will split these two links into a separate link, separate each link. So we will splitting these two, and we're going to split it with a comma separator. So we will take a comma out here, and here this is a string of array, so we will select a array of strings over here, and let me take a for each activity for iterating through each item. We will take a for each activity, and we need to provide the single link which is an array of strings, so that we can in item we will get each string. So let me take another assign activity and make this as dynamic link, and we need to pass the item dot toString, and we need to trim this particular value because we don't need to get in any spaces over here there. So we will trim that particular link item that is getting from the string. So let me drag a message box over here to show what is the value that we're going to click now, so that it will be easy for to understand. We drag a message box over here, and the dynamic link we assign it to the dynamic link. Now the remaining thing that is pending is to click on that particular link and pass the value dynamically. So first let me click on this particular link here, and now click on these three lines and then open in UI Explorer, where we can change the value that is passed to the selectors. So here you can, on the left side you can see the visual tree, which is the tree, how the website is designed, and in the right side you can see the selected items in the selector. Here are the other selected items and the unselected items. Here is the selector editor, where we can add a few more selectors if we need it. So you can see the AA name, which is Action Center, For this particular UiPath assistant, it will be UiPath assistant, the AA name. So we are going to delete this particular action center name here and going to pass a dynamic variable over here, so that the name keeps changing and it will take a different name whenever it is clicking this particular link. So we need to right click there and we can choose or create a argument or variable. So here we are choosing the variable as the variable is already exists. It is a dynamic link. So let me click on that and click OK. So the dynamic link variable is added in the selector, and this is how you pass a variable into the selector. So let's click on validate. It is not validating because there is no dynamic link named URL here. So when it is getting the variable value, then it will click on this particular link. So just click on save. Now the click is completed. So after that we will need to use another click which will be redirecting this particular page again to the home page to click on UiPath assistant. So I will be taking this area to click again, click back, so that we can be on the same page for this next click. So this is it on how to pass the dynamic selectors in UiPath. So let me run this one and see whether it is working exactly what we needed or there is any other errors. So the UiPath execution is started. You can see it is action center with the link over here. So let me click on OK. Now it clicks on action center, and after clicking on action center it is clicked on the back button there, so that it will be on the same page for this next UiPath assistant click. So we can see that it is UiPath assistant now. Now it need to click on this particular UiPath assistant. So just click on OK, and it clicked on the UiPath assistant, and it clicked again back to the home page. This taken back us to the home page. So this is how exactly work with dynamic selectors in UiPath Studio. And that's it for this video. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please consider subscribing for more of these videos. And thanks for watching.